Hello, everyone. I'm Youri. I'm the host of 1+1, your place for inconvenient truth telling and myth busting at Youri Muckraker at YouTube. Recently, 1+1 had not only its 100th episode, but I passed 100 episodes and just wanted to take the time to thank anyone who watches 1+1 regularly, subscribers to the program, people who follow me on YouTube and are fans of the program. I want to thank all the guests who've been on 1+1. Some only once, some we and some we would love to have back on, and others who have been on more than once and have grown to be good friends to me in the program, such as Margaret Kimberly, Eve Angler, Dimitri Lascaris, Alfred Desayas, Rick Sterling, Jay Watts of the Communist Party of Canada, Boyan Stanislavski of the Barricade, Dr. Maria Chernats of the Barricade, Aidan Jonah of the Canada Files, and Arnold August and Cindy Sheehan. 1+1 and I would like to thank fans of the program. Many of the viewers come from Canada and have reached out, really appreciating the fact I cover critically Canadian topics and Canada's past and present with a variety of critical truth tellers and mythbusters. And I just want to encourage anyone who is a frequent viewer or one who sometimes watches the program or someone who is new to the program to please share widely, to engage with 1+1's Facebook, my Twitter, or my email, which is yurismouter@gmail.com. And it's Youri with an O when you try to reach out through email. I hope to continue doing the program and seek out new voices, as well as get ones who've been on the program once to come back on, as well as continuing to regularly invite our returning champions like Eve Angler, Dimitri Lascaris, Alfred Desayas, Solomon Kamajan of Eurowar News, and others back on. I also want to take the moment to thank others like Solomon Kamajan of Eurowar News for his friendship and constant support, Trish of Faint Signals of Vega for her constant support, and the hosts of Red Life Podcast and Jacob of Propaganda Canada for their wonderful encouragement that I continue doing this program and their positive feedbacks. There are far too many memories I've enjoyed on 1+1 and hoping in the coming months to launch a website where people can donate regularly and put all the 100 plus episodes on SoundCloud for people to enjoy as an audio podcast that they can download. Until then, I want to share one memory of 1+1 that I'll cherish regularly. It was when Dimitri Lascaris was running for the leadership of the Green Party of Canada. It was the second time I had him on the program, and I asked him about a policy proposal he was championing, which was merging mental health care with Canada's single-payer system. He beautifully made the case, and this is him responding to a standard right-wing liberal talking points about how can you support a policy that will eliminate competition, drive up the costs of mental health care. His response was a wonderful, compassionate case against it. So do enjoy and let this be the reason why you share my YouTube channel with others. And please do get in touch. Best wishes until then, and I hope all is well with you. And if not, I hope all will be well. And what do you say to all of those who say that, well, if you take over, if you merge mental health care with an already expensive single payer system on top of the pharmacare, again, you're going to eliminate competition. Don't know why everyone is so obsessed with competition and deficits. This is what I always hear in Canadian political discourse. And then they'll say, that Canadians are already paying astronomical amounts in taxes, and you're just going to further burden the poor.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the competition argument. We have to just tackle head on this whole notion that competition is good. Competition is not good. Competition results in there being winners and losers. Okay, it is a rather ruthless and inhumane concept of organizing a society. Actually, trying to spur and promote competition. I think what we as a society, it's a very basic philosophical difference that I have with these pro-competition advocates. I think what we should be trying to do is to foster a society in which people collaborate and cooperate and work collectively towards the common good. And I happen to think that that is more aligned with our natural impulses as human beings. I don't think we are inherently competitive. I think that we have been socialized into being competitive by people who profit from that system, from that way of organizing a society, a hyper-competitive society. So I just disagree fundamentally with the notion that we should be fostering competition at all. And when it comes to the cost, the fact that people are not receiving adequate mental health care has huge costs for our society. Okay, it has costs because ultimately a lot of these people end up becoming homeless. A lot of these people end up becoming unemployed. A lot of them, will ultimately turn to substance abuse. Some of them will engage in domestic abuse or will allow themselves to become trapped into situations of domestic abuse. All of this has huge costs for our society. It has costs to the conventional healthcare system. It has costs to policing, costs to social services. If we have a healthier society from a mental perspective, then many of these costs are going to be reduced. This is an investment. If you want to look at it that way, purely in terms of economic investment and outcomes, there are many economic benefits, as one defines them narrowly nowadays, to having socialized mental health care. So we have to look at the positive, the ways in which we're going to save money, and the savings will be enormous, I believe, by making mental health care readily accessible to each and every Canadian.
As well as me, and of course the medication that some people will take for depression, burnout, schizophrenia, and so forth. That'll all be covered. You would in a pharmacare thing if you're able to accomplish that with your partners in Parliament, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic. Take care until then. Best wishes and get involved in people power movements.